Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw, and I'm here with Christine Karst, who's the co-owner and executive vice president of AmaWaterways. And we're going to talk to Christine a little bit about a preview of the upcoming river cruise season in Europe, because it's about ready to start in a month or two. In fact, I'll be over in Budapest in March for the ASTA River Cruise Expo. And I think Christine has a bunch of river cruise that she's doing with different travel agency groups. And then it's off and running, and we're going to be having a great season, a full season. And I think we're going to find out from her exactly how that's going to go. And you'll find out about all that and more on Insider Travel Report. First of all, how are you and where are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much, James. Currently, I'm still in our office in Calabasas, Southern California, but I am getting ready to head over to Europe in less than 2 weeks as we start our new 2022 European river cruise season with the AmaMagnus on March 6th, going from Budapest in Hungary to Wilshofen in Germany. So our ships are ready to go for this year's season, including our two newest ships, the Ama Sienna and the Ama Lucia. Both debuted last summer, but the Ama Lucia will get christened in August this year.
Now, have you been to, before this trip coming up, have you been to Europe recently to see how your ships fared over the winter? Are you, and now you're ready to go back, but have you been to Europe yet?
Yeah, so of course, last year during our 21 season from July until the end of the year, Rudy and I traveled extensively to Europe, but also Egypt. We welcomed our brand new Amadalia on the Nile River in September. I was in France on the Danube in November, in December on the Danube again. And so, yes, we are going frequently. The ships are all getting ready. We have our team there doing the final things because, you know, our nautical crew, the captain, they stay on board. They make sure that the ships look brand new when they come into operations again, the beginning of the year. And of course, we have visited not just our ships, we have welcomed back our crew, our cruise managers, and will, of course, with so many of our guests just in a very, very short time.
No, that's great. Now, what do bookings look like for the coming season for 2022? We're talking about what rivers and ships are doing real well right now?
Yeah, we are very optimistic about this year, 2022. And I think it's okay that I can say, finally, we are happy to say again, we are positive, but positive, of course, in a way that so much demand is coming in now. So it could still turn out to be one of the best years ever. So let's see if this all continues. So the last few weeks, our phone lines have been ringing with new reservations. Of course, also many of our clients who still had credits. So they now want to go, they feel comfortable to go. So bookings are very strong, particularly from May onward. There are still many people on the sidelines waiting to reserve, and we anticipate a huge influx of last-minute reservations. So which rivers are really, really strong? Well, Portugal, of course, we have two ships there, two smaller ships on the Douro River, has been a sold-out product before COVID started, and we go into 22, and it is pretty full. Our ship in Egypt is performing very, very well. Again, it's a smaller ship, less than 70 guests, is doing extremely well. The first three cruises on the AmaMagnus are pretty much sold out. So we can see also the Tulip Time cruise when it comes to the season when the Floriade starts, the horticultural show that happens every 10 years only. Bookings are coming very, very strong. And I see already that people are booking for our holiday cruises. So Christmas time in 2022 on the Rhine, the Danube, but also our new winter market cruises on the Ama Christina on the Rhone River in France are doing already very well. And why? I see so many more multi-generational families coming in, celebrating those missed birthdays, anniversaries, maybe celebrating early retirement, high school graduations, all of these things. I see couples taking their mom or dad celebrating maybe the 85th birthday. So we also we have some wonderful promotions that we have built up. Our More to Love promotion now, including promotion for solo travelers. So it's looking really, really good. And I also want to say France is attracting a lot of attention. We have 5 ships in France, including our twin balcony Ama Christina on the Rhone. And there is nothing better than, book a back-to-back in France. You enter the country. Last week, you probably all heard the news. If you're vaccinated, you do not need to show a test anymore, a COVID test. So you can enter the country, and it's so easy to, let's say, cruise from Avignon to Lyon on the Rhone River. Then you take the TGV, go over to Paris, check in the same day, because all the days of embarkation, disembarkation are the same for our ships in France. Have a beautiful 7-night cruise, come back to Paris, and then again, either fly or take the TGV to Bordeaux and continue with the 3rd cruise. It's all France, one country, that makes it easy, but all 3 cruises are very different when it comes to landscape, scenery, the different wines. The sand is actually much more Calvados country, some camembert, cycling all over the place. So France is getting actually a lot of traction right now.
No, that's great. And I was happy to hear the Christmas markets and holiday markets are back, because we had a little disruption last year because of Omicron. So now to have a normal season will be fantastic. Now, are you seeing a trend of travelers shifting from ocean cruising to rivers, possibly because of the sort of after effects of the pandemic, where some people might be a little still reluctant to go on an ocean cruise?
Yeah, absolutely. James, many traditional ocean cruisers are looking for a smaller ship experience that takes them straight into the heart of those less traveled ports and lets them visit less crowded destinations in smaller groups. There's lots of open air experiences like hiking and biking. So river cruising really fits these desires perfectly in a very personalized way. A good example is how quickly our 3 7-river journeys of 46 nights have filled up. Granted, they are in 23, but we are attracting many more traditional ocean world cruisers now to come to the river and do longer cruises there. So we see it, of course, the AmaMagnus is also a typical example. It's the luxury of space. This ship fits perfectly the demands, the needs of the luxury ocean cruise traveler. 4 different restaurants, several bars, an oversized spa area, wellness area, bikes spinning with the view. But also really, let's look at these shore excursions. We offer at least 3-4 per day at the same time, catering to your personal interest. No matter if it's the regular city tour, a culinary tour, hiking, biking, as I mentioned, these tours are done with the gentle pace or active working groups, and it allows us to really form very, very small groups. And of course, the best, they are all included. So it's very easy for our guests to just quickly sign up and off we go. Again, small and personal is the new trend.
Absolutely. Now, you answered this question before for France, but what about the other countries in Europe in terms of their, the changes to the COVID testing requirements? Obviously, everybody wants vaccinated guests, but it seems like a lot of the COVID testing is starting to disappear, which is fortunate. I wish some of those health declarations will disappear as well. But are you seeing, is it easier now to go to Austria, to Germany, to those places, to Netherlands?
No, for sure, James. And this is all a reason probably why we are receiving now so many calls, so many new booking requests. Last week was a very, very good week. we are all happy to see that the European Union countries are starting to align their travel entry requirements. I mentioned France not requesting a COVID test anymore. Switzerland is doing now the same. They are doing away with pre-arrival testing if you are fully vaccinated, right? And in some countries also, you have to prove that you had your booster. So those are the very, very important things to consider. We also require all our guests to be at least double vaccinated. That's very important. You still have to wear your mask, at least in the first few months when we get started now in the public areas, because Omicron is still existent. It hasn't gone away, but traveling is now so much easier with these more relaxed protocols. And we also know when you are vaccinated, when you are boosted, and if it still would happen, it would not hit you that hard anymore as it used to be with the other variants in the past, or if you're not vaccinated. So the countries feel it's much better under control now. And of course, after 2 weeks, after 2 years of barely traveling, a lot of our clients just say, I want to go. I don't know what's coming tomorrow. We need to live today. And this really lets everyone look forward in a much more positive way.
No, that's great. And I'm having everything is opening up. I didn't mention countries like Hungary, which are so crucial to river cruising, to go in and out of Budapest, of course, and Belgium, places like that are so important. And I think, we've kind of given up reporting on all this because it's just happening every day. These protocols are getting much easier to get through to Europe. And just today, I think, as we're speaking, you don't go there because there's no river cruising, but England, the UK has opened up. So I think that's a sign of the times. So you mentioned the Nile, and you got your new ship in the Nile last year. You said bookings have been pretty good for that, right? And what are the months it really is in service?
Absolutely. Yes. So right now it's also the main season because it's not that hot in Egypt, right? So the ship is full. So we started with the maiden voyage of the Amadalia in early September last year, 2021. We also put a beautiful pre-land program in Jordan together, which has only received the highest 5-star ratings. And we have a post-land program where you can choose between Israel and Dubai. And of course, Israel is also open again. The cruise is a 7-night river cruise from Luxor to Aswan back to Luxor, combined with 3 pre-nights at the Four Seasons Hotel in Cairo and 1 post-night there, which allows us really to offer you the most inclusive program. So many wonderful shore excursions every day, where we see so many different tombs and temples, and even a Nubian village, the markets, all the treasures of Egypt. They'll be shown to you. An exclusive visit to the presidential palace in Cairo as the grand finale, the last day with lunch there. So it is an amazing destination, and I don't think people will go there several times. That's why we decided we really pack our program full, because it's up to you if you want to do everything with us, or if you just want to enjoy a day, swimming in the pool on the sun deck and enjoying the scenery. So the demand is the strongest when it's a little bit cooler. And this is between October, November, December, January, February, into March, April. And then it starts to get a little bit hotter in May again. But I think what it does also, because we are so full in those cooler months, people want to go and see it. And early September, yes, it was hot, but we had many guests from Florida on board. And they said, actually, the climate was better than in Florida because it is dry. It's like Las Vegas, right? And so your body can take it quite well. So we take a short break in July and August. So we are not cruising there because these are the hottest months. And then we are restarting again at the beginning of September. So 10 months cruising, 2 months of a break, where we will, like with all of our other river cruise ships, just do all the little things that we have to do so the ship looks like brand new when it goes in service in September again.
That's great. And I know you were over there last fall and we were raving about it. And someday, hopefully I'll get a chance to get back there. I think that was one of my first cruises in river. It was actually one of my first river cruises on the Nile, but it was, I don't want to tell you how long, but I'll say, all right, 30 years ago, put it that way. So it's been a while.
What a difference. You have to come back, James. And actually just yesterday, I received such a beautiful email from a so loyal travel agent. And she traveled also to the Nile when she was a junior, you know, a student. And now she came back, and she was also in the southern part of Africa with us on the Zambezi Queen. And she was just so amazed by, you know, the ship, the experience, everything. She did not know if she liked the product in South Africa more or the Nile experience. So it's definitely something to come and to see, because there's so many ships, but there are so many old ships, right? And in today's days, our guests, they don't want to compromise. They want the best of the best. They are willing to spend. They have saved the money. And trust is a big part of this. They want to put their vacation experience in the hands of a cruise line that they trust. And you can trust AmaWaterways. We are celebrating our 20th anniversary this year. Still, all our ships are paid off. We didn't have to take any debt. So we are here for you. We are here for all our travel advisors and look forward to what the future brings.
No, that's great. And you mentioned one of my favorite cruises with you, which is a cruise of the Chiba River on the Zambezi Queen, which actually I've done a lot more recently than the Nile one. When is that back on operating now? And then the other one I wanted to ask about is the Mekong and the cruises there. What's going on with those two cruises?
Yes, so our Africa cruise and land packages, Zambezi Queen on the Chiba River, will operate as scheduled from the end of March to the middle of November. So we will be restarting those programs also very soon. We don't cruise in December, January, February because our winter here is their summer, and then it's really, really hot. So we also take a 3 months break there. We hope to sail again on the Mekong River through Vietnam and Cambodia in October 2022. So the countries are now slowly opening up, but it's not really back yet. So it's hard to get the supply in there. So we have to wait a little bit longer while Europe is ready, Africa is ready. Asia, it will take this time, but hopefully we can welcome everyone and you, James, starting in October.
I've long said I'm going to go to the Mekong, but I wait to go with you. And every year you invite me and I get something else to go. And now, of course, they're going to start up in October, but maybe when you go back again.
I would love to go as soon as we open up there again. It's about time again.
Absolutely. Now, you have plans for another river cruise in Colombia that you announced. I believe that's coming up next year. Are you still on target to start it for next year?
So the plan was to welcome the ship in December 23. Plans are going well. We expect our Colombia river cruise on the Magdalena River to launch now in early 2024. So that is just a small delay, nothing major, but of course has to do with the current times and everything what was connected to it. But everyone is extremely excited about our 7-night river cruise from Cartagena to Barranquilla. And we get so many requests actually from our agents also in Florida, in Georgia, because they only fly 3 hours to Cartagena, right? But also from our travel advisors in Latin America. It's their continent, you know, it's their area. And we are the first cruise line to cruise this river. So all of these agents and clients are the same way excited to see it, and to discover Colombia on the river.
Well, I know everyone's excited because it is a new destination. It's a new river. We've always saying, where are you going to find more rivers? And you found another one. Although I got to tell you, your husband and your founder and chairman, Rudy Schreiner, started his river cruising career effectively, cruised the Amazon, if I recall. And I'm still waiting for you to do the Amazon. I think that would be interesting someday too.
Definitely, but you know, there are other cruise lines on the Amazon, and by ocean you can come pretty much, you know, very, very close. So we are always the trendsetters for something new, right? You know us there, and that's why for us it was so exciting to take on this completely new river, new product, to get, you know, to build the docking places, to really feel like a pioneer again. After we started the company 20 years ago, when we felt like pioneers. So this is truly exciting for all of us.
Well, we're looking forward to that one. Absolutely. Now, we talked earlier about your long cruise. I call it your version of a world cruise. I think it's, I said 43-day cruise of the rivers of Europe. And you launched it, and I think it sold out very quickly. I think you did another one. I don't know if that one sold out too. Are you going to do more?
So the first one in summer sold out quickly. Then we launched the second one in spring, where we have a few staterooms available, but only a few, and more staterooms available on the third one in fall 2023, which of course the fall cruise is also a fantastic season because it goes into the harvest time when the vineyards turn, you know, into really bright red, orange, yellow colors. Spectacular. So the incredible demand for our 7-river journey is definitely a testament to how many people are looking for longer and more immersive experiences. So we haven't decided yet if we add the fourth one, probably 2024. We are in the final stages of putting our 2024 schedule together. And then you can definitely expect more of those 46 and 47 river journeys, and hopefully not on 3 ships, but maybe on 1 or 2 ships. So stay tuned.
Well, we'll see what happens. And who knows, someday you could do Europe and then fly everybody down to Africa, then fly everybody to the Mekong and fly everybody to the Nile, and you'll have the makings of a real true world cruise around the world.
The ultimate,
but
right?
it does sound, it has definitely been a popular product, and a lot of people like the idea, obviously, especially travel agents who have travel advisors who can, you know, really make a great booking out of that.
And I wanted to really say about this too. It's not just the clients who want to go longer, but for our travel advisors, it's a wonderful tool, you know, to also create this additional income again that they have been waiting for so long. That's why I encourage everyone, talk about the 7-river journey. You know, you will be surprised and amazed how much curiosity is there and how many people maybe take you up on this one. Because again, nobody knows what's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, well, this really is a bucket list type of thing. If you like river cruising, this is the all-in-one, and it's really a fantastic way to do it. Now, I'm going to move to something else here. You said goodbye to our friend Gary Murphy, who is retiring to focus on his family, who's long been with you. He actually is one of the founders, along with his father, Jimmy Murphy, and his family still owns a stake in AmaWaterways. He's been a key part of your sales teams. How are you going to work to replace his contribution?
Yeah, absolutely. So Jimmy, actually Gary's father, Rudy, and we founded the company in 2002. And Gary was then still the president of Brandon Worldwide Vacation, right? And then he moved over to us a couple of years later because it showed how river cruising is really getting the hearts of so many clients. And at this point, land-based tours, they're maybe kind of stagnating, right? So Gary came, he has been a valued member of our team and the AmaWaterways family for many years. He has truly played an instrumental role in gaining the respect and support of the travel advisor community. We will miss his wisdom and enthusiasm on a day-to-day basis, But as a co-owner of AmaWaterways, he will remain an active member of our board, representing the Murphy family, along with his sister Susan. And we are fortunate to have someone as experienced as Alex Piniello, ready to step into the role of Senior Vice President of Sales. So with his strong relationships with our travel partners and the leadership team, we are in good hands.
That's great. Although I still can't believe Gary's not going to want to come back some days, because we all end up going to the same conferences together, and it's a small family, and they're very difficult to see a family member leave, and a lot of family members who leave decide they want to come back someday. So we'll see what happens. Let me move on to something we talked about earlier. Just remind us of the new ships you're going to launch this year and into 2023, and where will they sail?
So while we don't plan on introducing new ships in 22, 23, we will actually have a 35% increase in our overall capacity offered to our North American travelers, with the addition of the AmaDahlia, AmaLucia, AmaSienna, the AmaVerde, the AmaBella, and the AmaStella. We will enjoy celebrating the official christening of the AmaLucia in August this year on the Rhine River, as this event was postponed last year due to COVID. So some of these ships were operated by our Australian partner APT in the past. So that's why we have this inventory increase. And of course, the new AmaMagdalena in Colombia will debut in early 2024. So this will be then our latest product. And then we will see what's happening going into the future.
I know. Well, I keep wondering whether Rudy will decide to build another AmaMagnus, since it's proven to be so popular. We'll wait and see, right?
Wait and see.
There we go.
Definitely, now, Rudy is always good for new surprises. You know that.
Yes, well, he surprised me when he did the AmaMagna, that's for sure, because he was just telling me how, oh, I'm not going to do big ships on the Danube, and there they were. But he really created the perfect big ship on the Danube, and it's a wonderful vessel, wonderful way to see the Danube again. Now, one thing I know is critical to you are travel advisors in your sales distribution plan. Any new advisor programs or enhancements to your programs you have planned for 2022? Are there anything?
Yeah, so our travel advisor partners play definitely a key role in our sales distribution plan, and almost 97% of sales comes to us from them. So we truly value each and every one of our advisor partners. Over the past 2 years, we have held over 4,000 virtual events with our travel partners. And we focused on providing them with the information as well as the creative and motivational digital tools they needed to reschedule existing bookings and prepare their clients for future travel. We uploaded more than 100 videos on our AmaWaterways YouTube channel. Of course, video content is gold in these days. During a recent webinar Wednesday, we asked them what they needed most from us to encourage their clients to travel in 22. And the response was clear. Many clients needed extra peace of mind that would come from an all-inclusive air, cruise, and land package, where AmaWaterways would take care of them from start to finish. So we are launching our More to Love promotion this week, and it's only available through travel partners. So the press release is going out tomorrow, I believe. But I can tell you already, it's an all-inclusive package with cruise, air, land, transfer, and our travel protection plan, all conveniently bundled, attractively priced, and offering the convenience and added peace of mind with one trusted supplier, taking care of all the components. In addition, travel advisors earn their cruise commission rates on the whole package. Also, I'm so excited to tell you that we have doubled our air team to be able to meet the professional care and service levels that our travel advisors have come to expect from AmaWaterways. In addition to cruise bookings, airline bookings are really, really peaking, going up. So much more demand for business class travel. So again, an additional way to earn commission, because we are paying 5% commission on air, including taxes, to our travel advisor. And then, of course, the airport transfer is included as well.
That's fantastic, and we'll look forward to that announcement, and we'll have that up on Insider Travel Report as well as this interview. Now, what's your overall hope for the 2022 river cruise season? You've mentioned you think it's going to be a good year. What do you foresee, and what does 2023 look like?
We all hope it will be a good year again, right? Our optimism for 2022 continues to grow with every announcement of countries returning to a more normal way of life. Even if that level of freedom does require double vaccination and boosters, we will be fine. As long as the airlines boost their services, we expect our ships to be operating at near full capacity for the second half of 2022. The current strong pent-up demand we are seeing is filling up 2023 already very well as well. And we have seen actually quite some demand from the group side, small ship charters to open up 2024. And as I mentioned, we are just putting the final touches on some new sailing schedules, and of course, the AmaMagnus. So we all believe, I mean, we always have seen the glass half full, never half empty. So our entire team believes that 2022 will be a wonderful year again. And I hope that all our travel advisors believe the same, you know, and we look forward to welcoming everyone on board. I also have seen the amount of bookings from travel advisors for our FEM cruises really going gangbusters again. Many have decided they want to come in March, they want to come in April, they want to show their clients what's like, they want to maybe place bookings while they are on board. So there is a lot going on right now, but all really good, very positive.
Well, Christine, it's great to see you. Thank you for taking the time to fill us in on what's going on with AmaWaterways as we approach the new season in Europe. All encouraging stuff after 2 years of pandemic where we really didn't know, although you were one of the pioneers out there putting river ships even on with for the German market 2 years ago, in fact. And then last year you did a little bit more. And then this year looks like hopefully what will pass for a normal year now. But it's all good stuff, and it's wonderful again to see you and hear all your plans for even beyond Europe, you know, with Colombia, and hopefully soon with Asia, with the Mekong, and of course you're going to have Africa and all the other wonderful cruises you have. Again, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you so much. Really, it was my pleasure. It's my honor as always. Thank you so much, James. And until soon in Budapest for the ASTA Global River Cruise Expo.
Absolutely. I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.